Go get your brushes, go get your paint. This is how you do it the Shoshie way. I'm gonna teach you, be ready to learn. Cause when I'm done, it's your turn. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, why not have it go? We paint miniatures. We paint miniatures. We paint miniatures. Turn on, tune in, hear what I say. Watch real closely, enjoy your stay. You'll see me painting from up above. And if you like it, give it mad love. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, why not have it go? We paint miniatures. 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 We paint miniatures.
Hey guys, we are live and it's Shoshie from Shoshie's Minis. And I saw Critical Dom's message. He says, 3-hour meeting just ended. Please let me chill for a while. So I put on the chill music just for you, Critical Dom. So now we can all chill and enjoy our Friday because it's Friday and we deserve a weekend, right? It has been a week. It has been a week. So we're going to chill. We're going to paint. We're going to enjoy our day. And thank you so much, Teviston, for changing the notice. We're painting Cato and Ladon from Arena Rex. And I've never painted Arena Rex models before. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, you're the boss. Thank you. Yes. Let me set my keyboard away here. So right before stream, I went ahead and I primed Ladon. This is Ladon, and you can see he has some brown on him already, and a little bit of black. He is basically a giant Komodo dragon. Well, yeah, he's giant because Komodo dragons are not that big compared to a human. They're pretty big. Actually, I lied. They could be. So he's a larger than average size. I'd say maybe he's 1/3 bigger than a real Komodo. I'm not sure. Hi, Ailey. How are you? This is Kato right here. He is a Spartan kind of type guy. Hi, Sneaky. Here is another version of Kato, and I've got him on my Redgrass Games ergonomic holder. This is my I'm totally somebody help me. I gotta read the side. Oh, I just completely derped. Guys, help. This is my folder from it's from a German company. That's all I can remember. I am good, other than my brain just leaving me just now. Wrathcore, thank you, Sneaky. Wrathcore.com, wrathcore.de. Sneaky, you saved me. Thank you, thank you. You know, we have those moments, right, where like burp, 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 goes right out your head. Yes. Also, do you guys remember about a week or so ago, I painted sort of a demoness like woman. We used green and bronze. Do you remember that? That was from Madcap Miniatures. Anyway, something's really cool happened since I was talking to him. He asked me, he's like, so if I made a miniature just specifically for you, what would you want? And I told him that I want a male pinup. And nobody ever wants to make those. It's just like pulling teeth, but he did. And I really respect him for that. And I'm gonna show you, he sent it to me. He got it 3D printed, and there he is. He looks kind of like a cross between Link from Legend of Zelda and a Twilight Knight from Kingdom Death. A male Twilight Knight. He looks a lot like a male Twilight Knight. I know, it is hot. So I'm pretty impressed, yes. Covered up some of the important parts, I'm afraid. I told him, I was teasing him. I said, you covered up this side of his chest. You covered up his crotch. You covered up his butt. I'm like, that's more covering than most female models get. Rare Staff, thank you for subscribing. What in the, uh-oh. Did you guys see that? That's a little part that just fell off Kato. I'm going to put that in this box because I don't think it's going to stay on, and I want to make sure not to lose that. Hi, Lamunis. Let's go ahead and give some hype to our staff. 6 months in a row with your Twitch Prime. I really do, really appreciate that, our staff. ST, let me spell this right. APF. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, by the way, if you hadn't already found out, Genuine Vision, one of my Triptych brothers, finally made partner. Super proud of him, and I'm super proud of you guys for, if you're one of his followers, for helping him out with that. That is so awesome. Nice. One of the 3 choices that Ben at Ritual Casting has for July designs is a male pinup cyberpunk guitar player. Yeah, where did I see that? I need to look at that. Zen for one, if you could send me a little like picture of that, I might have to. I kind of collect these. One of these days, I'm gonna do a whole bunch of just show everybody. Look, it's possible. We can do it. I really like this little chainmail thingy he's got underneath his armor. That looks really cool. Might have to paint this and do a subscriber giveaway. Don't you think that would be cool? You don't think it's winning right now? Oh, really? Well, of course not. Yeah. No, I bet it's not. I'm not at all surprised about that. If it's going to be up for vote, it's always going to be last picked. Will do. I don't think it will make the July cut, but it could. You could add it to your cyberpunk diorama. Yeah, that would be really cool. All right, so I want to point out something. Ladon here has lots of tiny texture that if I try to paint this without dry brushing it, it will probably lose some detail. I have an airbrush ready to go, and I might try to do some airbrush zenithal at least on top. So I'm going to put my mask on and do that. I'm going to take off. Oh, guess what? So if you were not here on Wednesday, we made our donation goal, both donation goals. Lamunis made the shipping goal Wednesday, and then I think it was Wednesday or Monday. I can't remember the day. But we made our goal for our music. So we got 6 more songs coming. But even better than that, I wrote to Wilson Smith is the musician / producer, and he already, like overnight, made one of our metal songs. And I want to know, I know it's not chill though. It's not chill at all. It's very metal. I'll play it, but I thought we could have some chill music first. Maybe when we get up to like 30 viewers, I'll play the metal song. Yes, and it's a rocking song. Like, I think it's going to be one of those songs that's going to have to get like requested sometimes, because if it's just randomly in the playlist, it might throw me off. We'll see. You figured Alara would win, which works too maybe in the future. Ah, you were here until the power went out. You shouldn't have said anything. That's funny. How are you, Robosh? It's good to see you. Renru. Renru, by the way, we raided her. Was it Wednesday? It was I think it was Wednesday. And I'm so sorry, Renru. I did not get back to you about your ordering some palette paper. I will get that to you. I'm a flake, so I won't forget. In fact, I'm going to write it down right now. Renru. Okay, there we go. All right, now I won't forget because it's written down. All right, let's take a look at Ladon. Here he is. I'm debating on whether I want to take this out. I think I will. It was Monday. Yeah, no problem. Okay. So he's got a little pin, which I can stick right there. There we go. Okay. I am going to put some, I decided I'm going to use some of this color. This is like a flesh color. Actually, it might be a little too pink for Ladon. I'm going to look at some artwork real quick. Yeah, it's a little too pink. Hold on. So I went and looked up Komodo dragons, and I just found some artwork. It almost needs to be in the gray-green category. So I'm going to take some dark camo green, gray-green. We're going to make a gray-green. I'm going to use my little thingamabob. This is, oh, that has oil paint in it. Darn. Maybe I'll just wipe it out. Probably still not even dry. Knowing oil paint doesn't dry very much, so yeah, it's still wet, so. Gotta make do sometimes with what you got. All right. A little bit of green. And I'm gonna put a little bit of maybe this blue black, because it's a little bit on the blue side, but I just want a little bit. Yeah, that's exactly. Okay. And then I'm going to put a little thinner. Oops, that's water. Thinner. Ah! Now I'm dropping stuff. Okay. And set that there. How has everybody been? Are you looking forward to the weekend? Are you guys going to do anything? I know I ask that every time. Hi there, Lilio. I hope everything is doing as good as they can during these difficult days. I'll join the stream for a bit. Shoshie never fails to make amazing streams with the best vibes. Aww. That makes me feel so nice. Thank you. All right, so that's green, but it didn't go blue-green like I wanted it to. You know? All right, I'm gonna... Yeah, the vibe on this stream is nice, and I really think it's a good part of it's because of that music we got. I do. You just finished building the PVC frames for a hydroponic garden greenhouse. Ooh, zen for one. Did you take any pictures? Are you going to show it on our whip? Today is Whip Trip Friday, by the way, guys. We need to remember that. Exclamation point whip trips. Let's do this. Hashtag whip trip Friday. Boom. Yes, thank you. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, I'm gonna blow this through here. Doot, doot, doot. All right, this is really watery, so I don't know how that's gonna turn out. Ooh, maybe put too much thinner in it. I think you're gonna start building your big diorama piece. Nice. Okay, we're ready. I'm gonna put my mask on because you should always wear a mask when you are airbrushing. I'm gonna take this off. Hi, Inky John, how are you? No panels on it yet. Too hot to work outside. Ah, that makes sense. PVC hydroponic garden sounds awesome. All right. Here we go. Gotta fix the hair. All right, I'm just gonna do some practice sprays here. There we go. And I'm gonna look at my little reference while I'm doing this. And I'm gonna spray the legs out of zenithal. You know, I just realized I might have to go yellow and then green on top. Actually, I don't hate that. Yeah, I don't hate that at all. That's nice. Let's do the head. Yeah, I do think he needs just a smidge of orange. See how I'm spraying it so you can kind of see the color variations here? The nice thing about the airbrush is it keeps all of my details. Alright, he definitely needs some orange. So I'm going to dump this. Dump it. Clean that out. By the way, I got a new airbrush in the mail. So every year, oh, my nose itches through the mask? No. Every year, Badger Airbrush Company does a big birthday sale. And this year, I went ahead and I did it. I just finally now got the birthday sale brush, and it's awesome. Super excited. It actually feels like a different model. It's still a Patriot 105, but it seems like it's a little bit higher quality than the one I have, but I've had this one for years. Hi, Araya. Kind of. It's kind of like a gecko. It's a Komodo dragon, but yes. Oh, that would be so funny to paint a gecko. Alright, hold on a second. Somehow I lost my brush. Oh, that was the one that fell on the floor. Huh. Alright. Ooh. And I have my little dump pot here. Hi, Dr. Panteca. Uh-oh, there is a big chunk of something. Do you see that chunk? What the heck is that? Is that black paint? It is. Oh, gross. Whoops. Good thing I got that out. Regular gardens in Florida, you found lack one important feature, decent soil. Yeah. So, do you get lots of lizards and stuff running around your garden? My sister lives in Hollywood, Florida. And she takes pictures of these frogs and these lizards, and they're just everywhere, and I love it. I think that's so funny. Zen for one says, I just saw a bust on the Carl Reddick site. I really like the CC runs away, the hashtag CC runs away. I haven't seen it. Or maybe I have, but I just don't remember it. All right, I think we're clear. Good. All right. So we're gonna go. This orange is a really odd orange color. I'm gonna have to mix it. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of like a warm. We're gonna start with this color, this golden brown, and then maybe I'll put some transparent orange over the top of it, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, this is he's definitely got this golden brown color. It's like, technically it doesn't even look like brown. It's like almost like an ochre yellow, but not quite. Not as green as an ochre yellow. Alright. And I'm going to spray it on the bottom, and, well, I'm going to spray a little bit everywhere. Yes. Especially under the chin here. Starting to look like a lizard. Yes. This is beautiful. Alright, he's already looking like the Komodo dragon with his little wrinkles. That's awesome. Okay. Let's make sure I got both sides of the tail. Okay. Running out. I'm going to put that through the thingamabob. Let's go back to chat. Hurt bag. You're doing your usual, ooh, Shoshies. You watch for a bit for lunch. Awesome. You have a question. Do you use ball bearings in your paints to agitate them? I think they might have, there's little glass balls in all of these. But I don't use ball bearings because they're usually made of steel, and those aren't always stainless. What's best for you as a creator, subbing to your channel or helping with the music? Well, what's really best is to donate, because let's see, let me think about that actually. Yeah, to tip a donation is going to be the best because Twitch doesn't get a cut of that. PayPal does, but that's still better than, I mean, like when you sub to my channel, Twitch gets 50% of that right off the top. Actually, a little bit less because I'm partnered. But to the average streamer, think of it like 50% because that's what they're getting. The unpartnered people. It still helps me to be what do you call it? To be subscribed. It's nice because that's kind of like a monthly paycheck, right? I get that once a month. We also get more emotes when we have more subscribers, which I haven't done an emote drive in a long time. But I've been telling people, her bag, the number one best way you can support me is to commission me. And no, it's not especially cheap, but it is really the number one way to support me and this channel, because I paint a lot of my commissions on the channel. And honestly, I like to work. I like to make my money from painting. I mean, I love teaching and I love being on Twitch and everything, but you know, commissions are where it's at for me. Not everybody is that way, though. It's a good thing that you asked, because some people would rather, you know, other options. Yeah. All right, I'm almost done. Cleaning the airbrush is like half of the work. All right. I'm debating on whether or not I should. I'm not sure about the orange. Let me go look at this model again. Hold on. Okay, it's kind of stripy. So I think, I don't know. I'm going to try to do something I've not done before. I'm going to take just a little bit of this transparent orange. No, it's too bright. The trick with orange. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Put a little drop of transparent orange on the palette with a little bit of transparent yellow. I'm going to see if I can make the right color, first of all, with a little bit of that. Hold on. You'll send an email. Yes, you can contact me through my email or through Instagram or through Twitch or through Facebook. Facebook's my number one way to reach me, but you know, I don't have to use that. A lot of people don't use Facebook anymore. All right, there's that beautiful golden yellow color I was looking for. Let's try this. Let's just layer on. See, it's not orange enough. Add a little bit more orange. Yeah, there we go. Let's just make something up here. I'm looking at the Komodo dragons, and he does kind of have a little bit of a stripe going on. It's subtle though, so we might brush back over this in a minute. Okay, let's do the tail. Let's do a little bit more orange. Okay. Yeah, actually, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. It feels like it's a lizard. Now with animals, there's rarely ever straight lines with animals. Almost never. And so, be a little bit more free. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Okay. I'm just doing the one side of the tail for now. Tips equal bits or something else. I'm new here. So the way it works, with the way bits are not tips, they're separate. You can do both, you know. So bits are the what do you call it? On platform currency. So Twitch will allow people to buy bits. So let's say you buy 500 bits. That you send to me, I would get 1 penny for every bit. Okay? And Twitch usually gives you kind of a bigger discount the more bits you get. So if you send me 50 bits, guess what? You just tipped me 50 cents. Right? It's kind of, sometimes it's like, if you're gonna do bits, you have to kind of think about a little bit what you're tipping. Because 50 cents almost is like, I don't know. You know, just imagine you're at work and your boss comes by your house or comes by your desk and he gives you 50 cents because he sees you doing a good job. Right? Wouldn't you rather have that in a little bit bigger chunk and less of them? Not that I'm complaining. I will take tips. I will take bits. I'm always thankful. I'm always grateful. I'm just saying, like, what helps streamers most is not always what you think. Okay. See how this dries, and it looks really different when it's dry. Yes. Oh, I got a cat hair right here. Stuck to the model. Alright, I need to look on here. So the in-channel currency you can buy in little batches from Twitch, and the streamer does get pretty much 100% of the bits you send, so that's nice. Cat hair detected! Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I'm trying to look and see where I put the stretch so they match, but it's kind of not working real well. There we go. Okay. I like that orange. Although he's gonna need a little bit of a dry brush still. Just a smidge. Her bag just tipped. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Yay. A lot of times I use tips to help pay for the shipping for giveaways. So, you know, that's how it goes back into the stream most of the time. We already made our shipping goal, so I will probably use the $10 for something else. But yes, we love it. Thank you so much. Let's get some hype, guys. That is hypeable. Alright, I need to look at more Komodo dragons. I'm going to go back here and see if I can't find... Oh no. Here we go. Komodo dragons. I went ahead and I googled Komodo dragon painting because I thought maybe it would help me. They're mostly grayish, greenish. Yeah, a little bit. Here we go. I'm just going to give them different other markings here. Just be subtle. All right, you have to run. You have a good day at work. Thank you so much. You'll leave it on. I appreciate that. That's so nice. Yeah, actually, leaving on your stream really helps me also because it raises the algorithm. It looks like more people are watching, which means more people will continue to come watch, which is always a plus. More the merrier, always. I'm really happy and grateful for my lurkers. You guys know who you are. I don't mind. Love my chatters also. We have a really good chatting community here as well. It's like just enough to keep me from being too bored. And also, hi Jan, we just talked about you. We told everybody how you made partner. Congrats. How was the rest of your evening? I bet it was pretty hype. I told Flick. He's like, yeah, he didn't even tell me. I had to find out. I'm like, yeah, I know. because I wanted to be the first to tell Flick. Because he's like, finally. I know. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm so glad. It's so funny. All right. So it's drying. It's looking good. It's looking like a lizard. We're doing Kato from Arena Rex. And I do think we're going to have to do a little dry brushing. Stream went really well. You painted a lute. Awesome. All right, I'm taking off my mask. We have 29 people watching, guys. Tell your friends. If we get one more person watching us, I will play our new metal song that we got. So, Jan, I had some good news yesterday, or it was Monday or it was Wednesday. I can't remember, but Monday or Wednesday. We made a crowdfunding goal, and we are getting 6 more new songs, and 2 of them are metal songs. 36 watching. Okay, I must not be. Let me try to refresh. That must be why. All right, so you guys want to hear? Let me see some emotes if you want to hear the new metal song. Be forewarned, it's not chill, it's metal. It's metal. Yep. Meanwhile, I will get out my dry brush, and I will look for some, there's some emotes. Pow, pow, pow. Yes. Okay, you ready? Hold on, I'm going to listen to it with you guys. Got to put my headset back on. Good. Okay. Ready? I'm going to play the new song. It's called Rest in Pieces, and it's by Wilson Smith. Okay, let me know if it's too loud or if it's too quiet. If he starts screaming in the very first part of it. And like I said, he made this overnight, and if you think about it, it's like so good. Let's get out some taupey color. Get this ivory. It's got a little bit of a electronic sound, a little bit, but that's because I like new metal a little bit more than metal. Oh, you want me to turn it up? All right. Is that too loud? If that's too loud, let me know. Yes. Even louder would be fine. Okay. Is that too loud? There we go. Hey, you can hear it now. Okay, maybe we'll have to start it over since now you can hear it. Doing a little dry brushing. This is one of those Citadel dry brushes, medium dry brush. I like it a lot, don't you guys? What do you think? You guys like it? Let me know if you want to hear it again. Yay, Maha! Oh my gosh, guys. Thank you so much for the raid. You just missed our metal song. I think we might need to hear it again. Let me know in the comments if you really want to hear this metal song, because we just listened to it. We got a brand new song. It's our copyright now. Yes, I want to see all the hype if you want to hear the song. Maharoon, guys, give Maha a follow if you haven't already. She's so awesome. Hold Transistor just subscribed. Woohoo! You want to hear it, Maha? It's metal. It's metal. It's not chill. It's awesome though, and it's like one of those songs where if you've had a stressful week, who hasn't had a stressful week this week? Who hasn't? Right? We're gonna listen to this song. We're gonna rock out. Okay? I want everybody to take a minute. We're gonna rock out. Okay? I'm gonna play this one more time. All right? It's called "Rest in Pieces." Whoops, that's not it. There it is. Here it is. He's gonna scream. He's gonna scream. All right. Thank you, Maha. Yay, hype. This is crowd-funded music, guys, from the stream. I really like it. He's so talented. Someone else just subscribed? It was Maharoon. I wrote down her. Let me see who else it was. Maybe it'll show up on my... We'll wait till it shows up on my thing here. Oh, before her. Okay, let me look. Oh, holds Transistor. Yes, thank you. Danke. Look at how good he's starting to look. Gerne. It's awesome. I'm focusing the highlights on the parts where like the bones are going to be closest to the skin and where the wrinkles are. Boy, I'm really excited we got some metal. This is good stuff. Hi, Diomedes. You're just in time to listen to one of the new metal tracks that we crowdsourced. This is really awesome stuff. You really digging this music? You listen to something like this all the time when painting? Yes. That's awesome. By the way, if you get a chance, go on YouTube and Google, like, search for metal dubstep, and then thank me later. You'll be happy because it's pretty awesome. It's like my new favorite genre. Awesome. He's looking really lizardy, doesn't he? I heard you started up. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and listen to some of the other music we've got on this playlist here. Oops, not that one. We just played that one. It just starts at the beginning of the playlist, whether I wanted to or not. That's okay. There's no way to... Here we go, shuffle. There we go. I got it shuffled now, hopefully. Yep, shuffle is on. Good. Okay. I'm going to turn this music back down, just a smidge. Just a smidge, so I can hear myself think. There we go. All right, if you can't hear the music, let me know, because I want you to be able to hear it. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of... Just a little bit of this turquoise green, just for some color. I'm just curious if it'll look good. I think it will, because I'm noticing it in a bunch of other lizard paintings. I'm going to add a little bit of this too. Ooh, that's about perfect. Yeah. Oops. Let's do a little bit of green around his ears or his eyes. Perfect. In some of the shadows, just put some of that green color. How have you been doing, Diomedes Industries? Hopefully well. Like I've said before, I think everybody's probably had a rough week this week. Or I'd be surprised if you have. If you had a good week, I'm really glad for you. All right. I'm going to go back in here with my yellow color. Dust that off because I want to dry brush back over that green a little bit right here. There. Just to make it hide it so it doesn't look quite so. There. So those orange stripes are in there. They're just real subtle. And they come out just a little bit, which is perfect. Okay, now his mouth is pink. It's like, let me show you the art card. There it is. See that? That's cool. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, so this pink, I need it to be darker in one part. Yeah, just a lot of the same old, same old. Okay, wait a second here. I got this all, I can't even remember where I got it. Maybe at a garage sale, but it was like, it's good for picking off the top of my paint. It's good. All right, put that in there, and I'm gonna have to add some gray to that because the inside of his mouth is almost like a dark gray. That's black, that's not the right color. Let's just do neutral dark gray. Nice. That's true. And I love it too. All right, hold on here. There we go. Brush in here. There we go. All right, I'm going to mix this gray with some of this pink. So we've got to get just the right kind of a purpley color. There we go. That's the right color. Perfect. Thank you. And the inside of his mouth is going to be almost all, I think even this part gets to be sort of pink as well. So you start with the dark grayish pink. Make sure to get, I'm even covering the teeth, but don't worry, I'm going to go back over that in a second. We'll highlight with the pink in a minute. Okay, so yeah, that's looking good. Now let's add the actual pink. This is where I have to take my glasses off. And I'm going to, whoops, I gotta rinse my brush. And yeah, it's a little bit of wet blending going on here. And he does have a little bit of a snake tongue kind of here, or a lizard tongue rather. And all of this is basically that gray being highlighted. Perfect. Could even be a little bit brighter, which means I need to find a little bit of maybe a little yellow. I think when you add yellow to pink, sometimes it brightens it better than if you add white to it. This is one of the new songs by Will, by the way. Not one of the new ones, one of the last set that he did for us. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, whoops. So we'll put that in there and then we'll glaze it back with the other pink. So you go 2 steps up and then 1 step down, and sometimes that really helps. So let that dry and then we'll put the pink back over the top of that so it'll have a nice light canvas. Yeah, that's okay. It should be dry. Yay! Aw, Drapo, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well today. I think a lot of us are excited that it's Friday. There we go. All right, that looks like pretty good. Okay. I think he needs a few little teethers. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna give the teeth a little bit of this yellow. That way they're not bright white. Oh yeah, that looks amazing. T Speaks, do you happen to be here? I hope that T Speaks gets to see this. There we go. Okay, now I'm just gonna pick with this yellow little bits of areas where I want a little bit more highlight with this yellow. See how that's gonna pop everything? I'm gonna add a little bit of that orange to it, just a smidge. like it. Nice and chill. Go back to that yellow again. Is the weather getting any better in Europe and in the UK today? Yesterday was gorgeous here. We are getting really beautiful weather. Because of dry brushing, I always end up with lint on stuff. I'm gonna catch the edge of his mouth with this yellow. Mike says, "Hey, good afternoon. How are you?" We're good. We're painting Ladon. He is from Arena Rex. And I've never painted Arena Rex before, so this is kind of cool. It's a very nice sculpt, very real, and you guys know me. I love my realism, so it is realistic looking. Very realistic. Give a little bit of orange on that, just a smidge. There we go. Yes, realism for the win. I'm needing to paint his eyes, and it looks like Komodo dragons, I'm going to see what their eyes look like, because I don't think they don't have real bright eyes. Let's see. They're pretty dark, actually. Oh, you know what they do have? They have this kind of yellowy, orangish circle around their eyes, kind of. Let's do this. Yeah, that feels more real. Oh, I do like that. Yes. Okay, so for the actual eye, let's go with this gray for first. I need to look at I'm going to look at the box art and see what they did for his eyes. Oh yeah, they did a beautiful job. It looks like a real, here, I want to give it just a smidge of yellow. It's not dry, dang it. We'll let that dry, then we'll get back to it. Okay, so they have all kinds of beautiful colors in him. Wow. Let's go with some more of this orange. I'm gonna mix it with some of that brown. There we go, that's perfect. Make it more orangey brown. And then it looks like they've got, you know, I'm going to use the transparent brown instead because it's darker. It's a lot more deep. Oh, I got to tell you guys, I got a massage yesterday for the first time in months and months. And I'm already feeling my back kinking up because she got, so look at this. I can turn my neck all the way this way. I wasn't able to do that. Turn it this way. So we're gonna stretch and hydrate in a minute here. All right. Oh, I love this. This is cute. There we go. Let's put some browns on this. Anyway, so social distancing and a massage, it's really tricky. Everybody, you know, they take your temperature before you go in. Make sure you wear a mask. They're wearing a mask, sanitize hands. Ask you a whole little questionnaire, which I did that too. Oh, this is very nice. This is perfect. Now it's really starting to feel real. Anyway, it was just the best. Illinois is one of the first states that they were able to meet all of the government regulations to open. So we're pretty much in phase 3 full right now. I'm still trying to be really careful and not go out unless it's like really necessary. For me, massage is really important because my back gets messed up and I can't work if I can't move, right? I need to like find a decent chiropractor one of these days. I have my regular doctor is a DO, so that I need to talk to her about adjustments because sometimes I think I need them. How's this look? Look at that. That looks very cool. With I'm painting in the shadows with the transparent brown. And I thought I needed orange, but I didn't. I needed the brown. It looks so much better with it. It's actually really pretty. And the transparent is just light enough. And it's working. Okay. I'm gonna put a little bit on his snoot. Just a little bit on his head too. Here we go. I'm amazed at how much that makes a difference, just that little bit of brown in there. Yay. Let me see who just followed me. Bosman18, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Mike says, I got my first massage in months a couple of weeks ago. My back gets kinked up as well if I sit too long. Yoga and getting up to move periodically throughout the day helps so much. Yeah, let's go ahead and do a stretch break because I can, like I said, I am already feeling my back not be happy with me. Whew. Oh. Actually, my back likes that a lot. Oh. That feels so good. It's harder for me on my back when I'm streaming because I think I have to sit under the camera, whereas when I'm painting, I can sit back here. and I can paint like this and paint more upright, and that helps a lot. But then, you know, I can't do that with you guys, and so I'm sitting here like this, and there's my back going, ah. It's fine as long as I'm not doing it too much. Look at how good he's looking. He looks like a lizard. All right, I need another dry brush just to go back over here. Kind of to, yeah, there we go. Just brush over some of that. Blend it into the, because the transparent's just a teeny bit shiny. And I don't want to lose all my little detail. I want him to look dry. That's perfect. It's looking good. Okay, I'm gonna look once more at the box art, because the box art is just stunning. It's got some pinks and stuff in it too. Let's see what happens when I add just a smidge of transparent red, maybe? Just a small smidge. And a little bit of orange with that. A little bit of yellow, maybe. See? Okay, let's try it. Yeah, actually that pink is really nice. See that, just even though it's a green lizard, just a little bit of that pink makes it look alive. I can't explain it. I like that. Oh, I like that a lot. That bright orange. Oh my goodness. Happy. Yay, we got a new follower. Black Mune, thank you for the follow. Welcome. It's looking good. I'm happy. I'm going to add just a smidge of this red to my pink and see if I can't glaze that just a little bit, because it was looking a little chalky, just a little bit chalky. That's the problem with pastels, is it'll do that. Alrighty, that's awesome. Let's do his nails. He's got claws. I want to make them, let's go ahead and make them transparent brown to start. And then we'll add some lighter color to it later. Oh, I like it. Yes, now the back leg. This is probably my favorite song in the whole playlist. This side. All right, now, since we're getting lighter, we'll use a little bit of this yellow here. That is perfect. See, it's not white because white would really take away from, it would draw too much attention. So we're going to make those claws yellow. Beautiful. I'm going to take him off here. And finally a little bit more, just a little bit more. There we go, that'll work. Just a tiny highlight of ivory on the last to make those claws look sharp, because we still want him to look a little dangerous. Rawr, he does look dangerous now. Okay, I need some black for the eyes, and I'm gonna go back with that yellow again. Can you see it? See how I put that yellow in there? I'm gonna put black on top of that so that it makes a pupil. Oh, that's going to be awesome. Rawr. Somewhere here I've got my Kato guy right here. Oh yeah, that's the piece that it fell off of. Okay. I'm just looking at it, making sure it looks good. Let's get some black. Are you guys ready for whip trip today? Don't forget to put your, if you have anything to show and tell today, it could be, oh, there we go. It doesn't have to be a mini. It could be your cat. It could be your garden. It could be a really nice souffle you made. It could be some other kind of painting you made. There we go. Wow. Oh, I love him. That, so his pupil coming down from the top really, really works. Did you guys see what I did? I'll do an example here. So at first I painted the whole inner part of the eye, right, gray. And then once that was dry, I'm gonna let that dry. It's gonna take a minute. I'm just checking them out. And then once that's dry, I put a little bit of yellow here. Like this. Let that dry out. And now I needed to do a little white ding highlight. If I have white. There it is. Nope, is that white? Yes, it is. Hello. How are you, Mike? Oh, and the sad and lonely gamer, how are you? Hopefully you are now with friends and no longer sad and lonely, because you have joined us and we are happy to see you. You're good. Oh, good. All right, so this is the eyeball that I'm showing everybody. And then the black, like I said, it comes down from the top because it's a lizard eye, right? And it leaves that half moon at the bottom. And doesn't it look a little bit lizardy? And then the last part will be a little dot like that, a little ding highlight. And I'm going to put that on his eye as well. Oops, I need to make sure that this is nice and pointed. I'm going to put this actually on part of the color as well. Yeah, that looks really good. There we go. Wow. All right, I think I'm pretty well done with Ladon. Do you guys think he looks okay? Do you think I need to work on him more? Be honest. Let's do a little bit of a highlight here. When we get his base, I think he'll look a lot better. Looks great to you? Okay, good. All right, somebody likes him at least. I feel like he feels finished. He feels lizardy. I especially like this side. That side feels very realistic to me. Look at that. Doesn't he look like he could be a gecko, right? Am I right? Wow. All right, let's do Ladon. Or sorry, this is Ladon. Let's do our Kato. And how's my lizard? Oh, we have two and they're doing really well. Let's take a look and see how they are. Hold on a second. Are they both hiding? I think they're both hiding right now. Oh, there's Ginger Biscuit in the back. I'm gonna get her out. Oops, Ginger. Oh, what are you doing, silly girl? She sploots. Oh, I just found a piece of her skin. They just had a shed not too long ago. There's a big old piece of skin. Ginger, I can hardly ever tell when Ginger's about to shed because she literally does not get fussy. She's just such a sweetie. Look at this. She's just such a sweetie. She's all blinky. She doesn't like the light. She's like, Mommy, I don't like the light. Look at how beautiful and pink she looks, though. That's because she just shed. Such a cutie. Squish, 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 squish. She's got such a squishy tail. I showed somebody recently and they were like, oh, I don't like it. It looks like a snake. It's not. She's nothing like a snake. She's such a cutie. And like I said, when she's all warm, she feels like a little baby. Because she's like warm like our skin. And they like to be warm. They like to be at like 90 degrees or so. There you go. Make sure I don't put that on top of her. There we go. I'm going to be working on the humidity for the tank in a few days because, uh-oh, I'll plug my headset. There we go. All right, Kato, he is ready to go. I think I'm going to do a little airbrushing on him. Let's see. Oop, uh-oh. Do you see that? That means the airbrush isn't clean. Hold on. I'm going to blow through some of this paint. She is such a cutie. All right, I'm going to radiate. Let's see, I'm going to put my mask back on first of all. Inhales, smells like primer. Right, that's probably what she's thinking, exactly. Smells like primer. All right, I got my mask on. It's a little bit snug. I'm going to start with some of this darker shadow flesh. And I don't need much. Bane impression time, exactly. I don't know what Bane says, so I'm not good at Bane impressions. Just a smidge of primer, of thinner. Thinner goes first, always. Okay, shake, 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 shake. Just a few drops. And we're going to stir it. See that? Okay. Now I'm looking to see how, I just want very wispy, soft. And I'm just doing little bursts, and you can see it's starting to build up already. And I'm holding it at an angle so we get those abs. You just tore your Junkie Masters airbrush apart to soak. There we go. Boom. Look at that. Nice. Get your thigh. Nice and smooth. It's looking good. Let's see if I can get his face. I might need to take my glasses off for this. Let's see. Yeah, just I had to hit it a little bit. Get the back. And the hand. Again, I gotta take glasses off again. Your Junkie Masters airbrush. Interesting. Where did you get that, Lamunis? Get that. Ooh, something's bubbling. Ooh. All right. I can hear it coming out of the bottom of this here. It's right here. Hold on a second. Oopsie. Let's twist this. There we go. And then it says it's only for painting, varnishing, and spraying dust off and cat fur off models. Yes, I get you. All right, that's looking pretty damn good. I'm pretty happy with that. Look like a man. Okay, gotta get the toes. Hold on. All right. Very tiny amounts of paint. Holy cow. Okay, that is where I'm going to stop that model, and I'm going to blow this out. HPCS is my fave. Thanks for showing me the trick about blowing thinner before and after. It does make a difference, doesn't it? That's just something, I can't remember if somebody taught me that, or I just figured out that that works best for me. I just feel like it makes a difference. When I very first got an airbrush, I clogged it immediately. And you can imagine like being a brand new person, and I didn't have a community of people like I do now. I just had me. And I was like, oh, I broke it or something. I really didn't know what I had done. All I knew was the airbrush didn't work, and so I was like, well, airbrush isn't for me. And I gave up on it, and I'd never airbrushed for years. And it's a shame, because maybe I would have been a commission painter a lot sooner if I would have had a community of people to show me stuff. And so we're really lucky that we have Twitch, and we have these different modes of being able to learn from each other. And I feel like it's really exploded the hobby so much in so many good ways, don't you think? We're doing so good. Okay. All right, that's all I want to do with the airbrush right now. So I'm going to put this away and turn my airbrush off. There we go. Take off the Bane mask. Whew. Okay. Whoa. Is Gravity Airbrush better than for minis than the Siphon one? I don't know. I've never used a Siphon one, but I really do like the Gravity one. So, but yeah, I don't know if it's better. I can't tell you. Look at Ladon. He looks so sassy. He's such a sassy lizard. Look at that. Such a sassy boy. All right, let's use this brush. And I'm going to put some Flickster. Oh my gosh, where have you been? 3 years is a long time. This is amazing. Thank you so much. So guys, Flickster is part of the reason why I am as involved as I am in Twitch. And he is like one of the first people I started watching. Him and Genuine Vision are some of the first people I started watching. Some hype. Thank you, thank you. And the Sad and Lonely Gamer says they were just gifted a Siphon one. Well, use it. You know what? I mean, a free airbrush is a free airbrush. So, you know, just remember to like clean it in between, right? Don't let paint dry up. 36 month sub is a record. That is amazing. Hold on, let's write write down your name. KSTRR. Woohoo! How are you? You have emerged. It's so good to see you. There's Jan. Yay! I've got my boys here. I just need Rainer. Where's Rainer? Rainer, if you're lurking, I want you to say something. I want all of you guys here. Look at that. Check marks, check marks, check marks, check marks. Look at those check marks, check marks. Everybody has a check mark. Yeah, Sad and Lonely, get some of this. It's called, here, this is what it's called. It's called Spray Through Airbrush Cleaner. It's from Badger. It's freaking the bomb. It's awesome. It should work with your airbrush too. Woohoo! Oh. All right. We're eventually going to paint something. I just lost my, which paint I was going to use. This one. There it is. I'm going to put this on my palette. Also, I also use the Stynal Res primer. I'm not sponsored by Badger. I just really love them. And that's pretty much the only primer, and I use that spray through cleaner. That's all I use. You have 7 liters of IPA here. Does that does the same? Flickster says I'm well. I'm about to have some food with the wifey. Say hi to wifey. Head up tomorrow for the long drive north. We've been in lockdown so long. This is the first proper drive since January. Wow. Yeah. Are you gonna go see Gan Gan? Puts on one metal song and she's partying all over. Yes. That's so true. We got a metal song for our stream, Flickster. It's pretty awesome. All right, I am going to thin this out. This is my next color that I'm going to use, and I'm going to do some highlighting of Kato's pectoral muscles here. Oop, I need, shoot. Where's that other color I was using? Here it is. Nope, she's down south. You're heading up to see the new house. Oh my gosh. Yay. That's so awesome. You're going to be living in the Midlands. Big day for Triptych, not just with Jan getting partnered. Yes, it is. That's awesome. We do always seem to have a lot of good things happen together, don't we? Thank goodness, right? Oops. All right, blend, blend, blend. Now, if I could just get the M Paint Mojo back, yeah, Mini Painting Mojo back, and find a live button. Hey, yep, and we kind of talked about maybe doing a co-stream, which I love that idea. That might help you. You got to do what you got to do, right? Timing is everything. See me painting these abs, and he's got little lats over here. I'm painting each one of them. There we go. I thought that was somebody talking in chat and it was my bot. That's okay. Lay off the roids, Kato. Sheesh. I know. Yeah, he's pretty ripped, isn't he? He's looking good. Not too bulky though. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of green to my palette, this camo green, because I want to desaturate some of the shadows. I've got the brown on there already, and that's fine. But I like a little realism, and I like to use a little green. And you guys have seen me use a base of green, which I didn't do this time. That's okay. And what this does, like I said, the red and it desaturates the red that is in the flesh tone. Yes, whip trip, guys. Remember, today is whip trips, so get your photos in there. We only had like just a few last week. I want to see more this time. I want to see all your whips and cool pictures. Doesn't have to be a mini. There's like a cat hair or a piece of flash. There we go. See if I can smooth that out with some paint. There we go. Oops. A little bit too light. Or maybe not. I'm just using really, really thin amounts to layer this up. And that green really kind of helped pop it, didn't it? Just a little bit. A little bit. So every time it gets to be too bright, I come back with the darker, and I'll just like layer a little bit over that so that it kind of knocks it back down. Let's do some up here. Slowly building up color, and notice I'm brushing toward the apex of the knee, right? Just because that's where the deposit of color is going to land, and it's where it's going to be the most pigmented, right? Or the most light colored, sorry, not most pigmented. See, I'm pushing that toward the knee because that's where the light is dropped. There we go. Feel free to ask questions. Let's get this a little bit more reddy up in here. I feel like that would have a little bit more red. Looking good. Okay, so I've got a little bit of this transparent red now. I'm going to put just a smidge of this on his knee. Oh, we played this already. Let's see if we can play something else. It's going through. Yeah, highest high, exactly. Maybe it's in there more than once. Well, we'll leave it on. I really like this song. If you ever get sick of it, let me know. There's something about it that just helps me get into that zen of painting. Oh, you know what else I need to do? In each of these slats, it's just that little bit of hint of skin. Like that. And you want the darkest part of it to be that highlight. So there's like a little bump right in the middle, right where the volume of his legs coming out. I want that most of the pigment to be on the top of that. Let's use that red instead. Cat hair. See, and these are really tiny right here. And then each one of his individual toes gets a little highlight of that. Peach, dark peach. Technically it's called dark shadow flesh, but I object to peach colors being called flesh. I call it peach. All right. Let's do Let's see what you have to say. Is there a difference between pink versus flesh color? So again, with the term flesh, I like to say like peach because brown flesh is flesh too. Do you know what I mean? So, but pink, yeah, pink would have more red in it. Like this is called pale pink, right? But we can totally use this on a skin tone. This one is called burnt sienna, and it can be used on a skin tone as well. Same thing goes for mahogany. Do you see what I'm saying? So like when I say flesh, I'm referring to all flesh. Like this would maybe be mahogany flesh, right? But it's just mahogany. So maybe we should just call this shadow. Does that make sense? I don't mind shadow flesh because it's just the endpoint color. No, but that's not what I'm saying, Lamunis. It's yeah. I'm trying to say that, you know, there's way more than one kind of flesh color. And to say that peach and white flesh is the default is icky to me. Ah, Alex Klingel, how are you? Hello. It's 9 months. It's a Twitch baby. Twitch baby. Let's write down your name, Alex. There we go. Get some hype. Yeah, exactly, Inky John, and I'm not okay with that. King Goal, right? Yep, L, there we go. Alex King L. You know, I've been calling you King Goal this whole time, and I just realized it's Alex King L. Balefire, how are you? Yeah, I just realized that. I like to run it all together. You've been subscribed for 9 months, and I'm just now figuring that out. too funny. All right, so some of this pink that I'm putting on his knee technically should be like a magenta, just to give it like a little, it's a little too much there. I'm gonna color that. Let's see. So I'm gonna use a little layer over the top of that. There we go. That's better. Not quite so predominant. So I put, on Caucasian skin, I use my adjuster colors of magenta, cyan, which is like a turquoise, and yellow, which you want to use a pastel yellow. So those are the 3 adjuster colors that I'll use. Technically this yellow may not even be yellow enough. I really like it to be a little brighter, right? This one's better. So I'll show you what I do, and this is based on basically oil painting or portraiture painting that I've done in the past when I'm doing my skin tones, and I use these 3 colors to really make Caucasian skin look more natural, because when we use just the peaches, we're missing a whole gamut of undertones and highlights and all the things that Caucasian skin has. And that's why when you paint with just peach, you end up with like a plastic looking doll, right? And Caucasian skin is transparent, so you're going to have all these undertones. My skin, like even just looking at my wrist, you can see that blue vein right there, you know? And that's because I have no pigment to hide it. So we're going to use some turquoise to kind of, what's the word? Not mimic, but suggest that there might be some transparency and that coolness to some parts of the Caucasian skin. Yeah, green as well. Green is also going to cool that down. I also use green. A lot of times I'll use green as a base in mine. I didn't this time because I like to always be looking for new ways. Let's take a little bit of this turquoise. I just have barely any, just on the end of my brush. And I might even mix it a tiny bit with my peach. Okay, hold on. I need to make it really thin, a real thin glaze, because like I said, we're just adjusting. We're not actually painting straight. And I'm going to put this turquoise color in places that I'm going to cool down, like under the arm, a little bit in the armpit, right? Oh, it's a little bit too bright. Why is it so bright? Let's use some green instead and see if that makes a better difference. Now, see, that's too dark. So we'll go ahead and put some of that turquoise in there. It looks weird right now. We're going to layer some of this peach on top of it. There we go. So it looks more natural. But it cools down right behind the kneecap. That's another place I put it. Yeah, that looks good. Maybe a little bit up in here where and on the inside of the thigh a little bit. And then maybe a tiny bit down by where the belly is meeting the clothing. Right? And then on his neck, for sure. Also, elbow pits. I call it an elbow pit. I don't know what the technical term for it is. But on the inside of the elbow is also, and right there, it's already looking good. Now I'm going to put some magenta. Magenta is for like kneecaps and noses and places where capillaries are close to the skin, where there's a lot of blood vessels. And I use magenta. We already got some on the knee here. I'm going to put some on the back of the elbow because there's like... Aw, thank you for the follow. Paid Kane, how are you? Is that how I say it? Elbow pit is called the antecubital. Antecubital. I'm never going to remember that. You're going to have to remind me that again. Antecubital. Love it. I love learning stuff like that, though. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add some highlights on his hands. Just thin amounts here. It's got a lot of little bitty muscles groups here. See that? Medical terminology, yes. Great lesson in color theory and flesh tones. Thank you, pt1. Yeah, painting flesh tones is one of my favorite things. Skin tones. And I like to paint it in different ways and to try to learn, you know, new ways of painting it a lot. Okay. So there, I'm giving pretty specific divisions here from the brown. There we go. So it really does help to have a little bit of anatomy so that you know where the muscle groups are. Let's add a little bit of green over here. Just a little bit. And I layer this up slowly like this. Let's add a little bit more on this shoulder. See, and I'm mixed. I've got these two colors right here together, and you can see I'm kind of going back and forth between them. Trying to hit those muscle groups. Right now they're pretty strong. That's good. Okay. Now down here, this is where I had all that blue. I'm using the darker shadow peach. Let's do this part of the thumb. He's looking good. Okay. With the yellow is, my pastel yellow is going to get thinned out a lot, and that's going to be going wherever I have sunlight touching his body, right? So I kind of imagine where I want my zenithal lighting, right? Kind of. And it adds that kind of Boris Vallejo touch to it. Does that make sense? And we might need a little bit more of that. We've got some transparent brown here. I'm going to thin this transparent brown out. Uh-oh. Yeah, thin it out a lot. And I'm going to glaze this over everything. And what that will do is it'll blend all the colors together in your eye, in your mind, in your eye. There we go. See that? It just does something. It really makes it look like skin now, doesn't it? That little bit of transparent brown. And you can also use an ink, but just thin it a lot, so because ink will be really shiny. The transparent brown automatically dries matte, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay, so that's, if I need to go back in with my little bit of yellow. A little yellow, maybe mix it with some of my lighter peach color. Oops, see, that's too yellow. It's a back and forth process. So there's no first, second, third steps. You just gotta work it until it works. Does that make sense? Look at that. Bam. Starting to look like a gladiator. Yay. Let's do another little glaze because that yellow got a little crazy over here. Do a little glaze of peach. Okay, I'm going to put glasses on and look at him again. Looks pretty good to me. Yeah, an adjuster. Should be looking for that word. Yeah, Boris Vallejo, like box sides. You buy it. I backed the Kickstarter. Figured I'd give it a try. Oof. All right. I'm going to do the fingers with some of this yellow and some of this flesh color, peach color in here. It needs to be lighter. I'm going to go back into that light peach. That looks good. Now let's get his nose. That's going to be the lightest part on his whole face. And then just under his eyes will be the next lightest part. We can go ahead and glaze it back a little bit with that darker color, darker peach. Looking good. Very, very happy. This is like the Japanese metal, guys. It's nice. All right. There we go. Boom. Okay, more darker peach here. Okay. Let all that dry. Let's start working on his clothing because that's going to pop everything even more. I'm going to just do a little black dark line under all of his clothes before I start his clothes. Everywhere clothing is next to skin, it's going to get a black dark line. And I guess they make different colors of dark lines, so you could go without black. You don't have to use black. This is hard. Whew. Scratch my eyes. All right, even on the top a little bit, where his clothing meets his skin. I would not use a wash because sometimes a wash is going to muddy things, right? Just a little black. Sneaky pro curl skin, yep. I could watch you paint ages painting such beautiful skin. Thank you. Mickey John says, I'm painting my first ever bust, so this is really useful. Also, you can go to my YouTube channel and go look up Flower Witch Skin Tones, Shoshie. That is probably my most viewed video, and it's a full start to finish tutorial on skin that's really, really helpful to people. A lot of people have used it. Oh my gosh, I just got paint all over my new brush. No! Hold on. This is what happens when I should not wear gloves while I'm painting. Let's see what happens if I can clean this off. Oof, my hands are sweaty, gross. All right, let's put some, this is the Airbrush Cleaner. Let's see if we can just do this. See if it's coming off. Oh, it is, good. Good, because I don't like it. I don't like to have paint covered brush handles. Makes me feel like a slob. Does anybody else get like that about your brushes? At least it's coming off. And I have fingernails to scrape it. There we go. All right, it's almost off. Oh my goodness. Sneaky says, if I can find my glasses. Looks at brushes. Oh no, Shoshie thinks I'm a slob when she. No, I feel like I'm a slob. You can have stuff all over your handles. The Flower Witch videos, what you learned to paint skin when you started painting KDM. Oh, that's so good. It really is helpful, isn't it? Isopropyl will take that right off too and preserve your brush handle varnish. That's true. Do I have any isopropyl? I do. Where is it? Here it is. I have 91%. That might be high. Let's just do a little bit and see what happens. I think that, to be honest, I think this Airbrush Cleaner is mostly isopropyl. I don't know the exact component of it, but I think it is. That's why it takes it. Oh yeah, that's good. That's working. Yay. Beautiful. Okay, let's get back to painting. You're the same? Hand sanitizer gets it off too? Yeah, but hand sanitizer is hard to find now, right now. Did you know you can make your own hand sanitizer without isopropyl? Something I learned in our new world. Ah! Where did I get that? Did I just get that on my face? It was on the actual thing, and it was. Oh my god! You missed Flick being chat. You did. You did. Now you're gonna get to see me try to clean my hands off with isopropyl. Let's try this. This is straight isopropyl. Ooh, that's very good. It's gonna dry my skin out, but hey, not on your face. Good. Thank you. Okay. The reason why I try to keep my hands clean like this, because I will get it. You better lotion up. Yeah, I know. I will get it on my models if I don't keep my hands clean. I also keep a thing of lotion by my desk, because as mini painters, we're constantly washing hands. This I got from this from my manicurist. It's called Cody. It has green tea in it. All right. Oh, it smells so nice. It smells so good. You've seen painters use it to back off a wash, but always get too much paint off with it. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting, Pt1. Oh, that feels so nice on my hands. Let's do another quick little stretch. Oh my goodness. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Whew. Okay, his little spear is so, there we go. Anyway, he's looking really nice, and I think he's gonna look awesome on top of our Ladon. All right, I'm gonna put some mahogany on my palette because this is gonna be the base for my red, because he's got red on his spear and on his like little breach clout deal. Get that extra schmutz off there. Schmutz! Diomedes! Is he here? Okay. There we go, beautiful. Red is one of my favorite colors to paint because I love mahogany. All right, glasses are off again. And we're gonna just go ahead and apply this to the tassels and to the leather down here of his breech clout cover, whatever this is. I did. I said it a few times. I'm going to add a little water to this. There we go. Oops. Now that dark line on his leg is pretty thick, and I will go back and see if I can make it thinner. All right, all these little straps get to be mahogany as well. There we go. All right, on this side. Now most of this will stay mahogany because it's in the shadow underneath his shield. And then let's see, the other part that's mahogany is going to be this whole fur right here by his spear. Okay, flip it. Looks good, looks good. Okay. See, his cloth is drying. I need to do this. There's like a little lip of leather up here. On the top. I can smell that alcohol still. It's so funny. All right, that looks nice. One other thing, I think I'm going to look at the box art real quick and see Kato's what do you call it? Like this plume. It looks more orangey. We'll go ahead and put burgundy on it for now. We might be able to lighten that up some. I'm overbrushing it, which is sort of like dry brush, but the brush isn't dry. So we're leaving the little dark recesses and then keeping sort of that burgundy highlight on there. We'll get lighter with that in a minute. And then he's got sort of a bandana. I guess it's like a piece of cloth wrapped around his helmet. If you use the same colors over and over again on your piece, it's going to feel more unified. And you'll definitely see what I mean once we get further along with him. All right, that looks awesome. Now for the red, I'm gonna go, actually first before I do that, I'm gonna use this burnt red, which is like my next color, and I'm gonna use the bright red last. Here's my little awl. This has been awesome to get this piece of, see that little piece of dried paint off. Just shake it. All right, I'm gonna look at chat in just a second, but look at that. So that's like the next color, the next layer of red. Okay. So this is only the highlights. I'm leaving again the burgundy into the shadow. Oop. I need to make sure to keep that thin so I don't get too much paint globbed on there. Oh, I forgot that tassel right here. Get those highlights on the top of this. It's starting to look real, and you can see how much that makes a difference on his skin, doesn't it? All right, on here, again, we're gonna blend this into the burgundy. Let's get the top of that, back of that right here. There we go. And let's do the rest. So I'm gonna go ahead here. That part should probably maybe be a little bit more orangey, but this is, again, this is what you can be able to see the overbrushing much better, because this time I'm hitting those highlights. But look at how, see, we still leave some of the darker color underneath. Okay, flipping this up. Notice that with this holder, I can do this a lot. I can kind of move things around without moving my brush too much. It doesn't matter what kind of holder you use, but having one like this really makes a difference. One of the things I learned from a massage is just how tight my left side is from painting. And that's because this is the side that's staying still the most, right? Because you're holding. And a lot of times you're gripping. And if you have something bigger to hold, so, I mean, if my grandmother used to have rheumatoid, well, before she passed, she had rheumatoid arthritis, so she couldn't hold small things. So like even this would be a little bit small. But do you see how it's ergonomic? Like this one is ergonomic as well. Actually, I like that one. It holds, it lets you just rest your hand. Both of them do. By holding it like this, you rest your hand, you're not holding so tight and gripping, and then this whole side of your, like literally, when I was talking about I couldn't turn my head all the way to the left. Now I can because I got my massage, but I wasn't able to, and it's because this whole side is so stiff that I guess maybe this side of my neck was also tight. But I've been really like thinking about, like, if you want to paint long term, you need to learn about these things. Time to become a left-handed painter, right? Or just take care of your body, right? So we can paint for as long as we want with our dominant hand. All right, so where was I? I was painting his hat with the dark, it's called, what is it called? Dark red, right? Burnt red. Sorry, burnt red. Burnt red. Flip it. See how I flip it? And I'm just brushing over the bits so that there's shadows still so we can see. And then a little bit in front here. I love this one too. This is the lo-fi hip hop. We're going to be getting 2 more lo-fi hip hop songs very soon. Okay, here's the red. I'm going to put a little bit of burnt orange on my palette because of his hat. Oops. I think I might have dupes on this playlist. That's okay though. Either that or it's shuffling back and forth to stuff. Oop, that's pretty orange. Steve A. Texas says, I use many prescription bottles we've accumulated in poster tack. Yeah, that's good. That'll, even that, whoa, there's a magnet on the bottom of this, by the way, so that this will stick to my desk. Hee hee. I love this part. I'm just going to put a little dot of yellow on the end of his nose because that's getting a little bit of sun. And I'm glazing the peach back over the top of that yellow, and it just kind of settles it in, settles in that highlight. So pretty. Okay. Regular burnt orange. We're going to put some on this top here. I'm just going to get a little bit of that transparent yellow and orange as well. Putting ivory. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to not dry brush, but overbrush a little bit of this ivory on here. And what I will do is hit that with my oranges again. Because orange and yellow are really transparent, so they work really well like that. So like I said, dry brush right there. Yeah. All right, red. I didn't put red on my palette yet, did I? I did not. Let's put red on my palette. You don't just accidentally put your phone near. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Keep your magnets away from your computers and your phone. satisfying to pick the paint off the top of these bottles. All right, shake. I have transparent red already on my palette, but it's not pigmented enough to be a highlight color unless you put some kind of ivory or something down first and then brush it. Okay, so now this is my red only on the sharpest highlights. Just this is the smallest highlight right there. See how it looks red now? Looks good on the edge of that fold. I just noticed that these little tassels have little knots, so I'll go ahead and paint that. All right, back to the red. Is this our metal song? This is our metal song, guys. This is our brand new metal song. If you've not heard it, this is it. Now I'll always know it's got that gear up kind of with this. All right. Love it. Notice I'm not painting the underside. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of, what's the name of that group? The group that the mouse heads. Aren't they French? I think they're French, and they're techno. They did the whole soundtrack to Tron, the new Tron movie. Somebody knows the name of it. All right, look at how bright red this is getting. Dead Mouse? Dead Mouse. Was it Dead Mouse? Def Punk. Yeah, Def Punk. Thank you. That was it, Def Punk. Dead Mouse is similar to them in some ways, isn't it? It's because they both wear the helmets and stuff. Different though. Different genre maybe. Yeah, that one part with the electric part sounds like Daft Punk. Yo, Lady B Miniatures, how are you? Alrighty. We're getting all kinds of good stuff done here. Look at that. Alrighty. Well, okay, so now we're going to do that bright orange on top of it. Remember we talked about that a little bit right here? Oh, I love it. We're just brushing the transparent orange right over that yellow. It leaves some of the yellow as like little glinty highlights. Perfect. And then the other part is going to be nice and orange. I love it. Okay. I'm really grooving this song, guys. There we go. Shall we do the non-metallic metal? I think I'm going to paint non-metallic metal on Kato. I need to go look at his box art first. Yep. Oh my gosh, his box art is so good. Oof. I don't even know if I can replicate that. Okay, so on his helmet, we'll do this gray. And I'm not so good with steel. I'm going to use a little bit of turquoise. Maybe not. Maybe just gray and white. Ooh, that looks good. I love it. Put more gray in the corner back here. Whew. I gotta look at this. Oh my gosh. Okay, so with non-metallic metal, you're gonna paint all your edges with the bright white for the most part. Let's go ahead and get in there with that gray. And then right now, next to the bottom of this helmet, there's going to be that light, right? So you got to paint that in there. Oh, I'm so not good at non-metallic steel. It's like all about painting the light. When you paint the light, you don't worry so much about, there we go. So get those edges. And then we'll try to blend it. It's getting there. So I'm like imagining how the light would look. And it's bright. It's bright white, right? There's like this little pattern right here. This needs to be wide because if it were metal, it would be reflecting stuff, right? And this part is going to have more light at the top. And maybe you really have to think a lot when you're doing non-metallic metal. You have to think. And I'm not the best at it. Oopsie. There's a little piece of flash that came off. There we go. All right, I do like how that's turning out, and I'm going to try to blend that a little better. Let's get more gray. I'm going to use black because black and steel has like really dark highlights, or shadows rather. You know. That's better. Tell me what you guys think. Let's hold this up and I can show it to you better. Does it look like, it's a little gray, isn't it? Let's try to make those highlights even whiter. And I'm going to stipple them because sometimes stippling is a little bit easier for me than trying to blend smooth blend something. Let's make that even brighter white right here. Does it feel like it's... Let's do this right there. It's getting there. It's trying. So difficult. Okay. Let's do the front of the helmet. I'm gonna try black. Let's try black. And I'm gonna add white on the end of my brush. And see if I can blend that. Ooh. Well, it looks better than, it doesn't look terrible. Let's see if I can smooth it. Nope. I've got a little black on my brush and I'm going to try to shade it down a little bit. There we go. In order to get that contrast, sometimes you have to shade it back down. You see, it's really gray right now. It's not white. All right, that works for me. That looks steel-ish, right? I'll have to do the other side off stream because that going past his arm is going to be too tricky. On the back of his helmet, though, we can paint that mahogany again. Is it almost time for whip trips? It is time for whip trips, guys. Make sure somebody do exclamation point whip trips. We're going to look at whip trip gallery and see what everybody's been doing. I'd like to, hopefully everybody's got lots of things entered. All right, that looks good. There's a nice cat hair on the back of that. There you go. Make sure you, and if anybody you want to show off what you've been working on, and like I said, it does not have to be a mini. And we can see what everybody's doing. And I think for kicks, I'm going to use mahogany for his leather back here. Just want to see what that looks like. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. I can always make it brown later. We're almost ready to do whip trips. I'm just giving people a little bit more time. Look at how nice that looks. Oy vey, that's nice. Okay. Let's take a peek at what he's going to look like. We're just going to do a quick little... He's going to look awesome. Look at him. I'm so excited. He's going to look really awesome. Yay. All right. That's, yeah, it does look great. I'm excited. Did you get to see Ladon? Look at how lizardy he looks. Rawr, rawr. Yeah, T Speaks, if you could find out what kind of basing that your husband would like. It can be basing like on the box art, or I can do something a little bit fancier, but whatever you're into. All right, let's take a look at whip trips. We're going to do whip trips. Look at this hair. Blah. Okay. I'm gonna go to Discord. This is probably my favorite time of the week, is to look at your guys' work. All right, live image gallery. Today is the 12th, so I'm gonna pull out all of this stuff. Renru, it's so cute. Oh my God, Renru's, she did a little mini of herself and it's amazing. So cute. Okay, hold on. We've got Inky John. Got a Plague Lord. Lord of Plagues, sorry. There's more. You're doing a good job on that. Oh, very cool. You got the start of a bust as well. All right, one more, Zen for one. Okay, let's look at those first and see. Okay, we're ready. Let's do whip trips. I know, looking so good together, yes. Okay, so take a look at Renru with the little jammies. She's got a chibi of herself that is so freaking adorable. And she's got the little branded paintbrush with the paint on it. And this, oh, this is just so cute. Renru, if you're here, what brand of paints are you using? That's really pretty colors. This is really pretty colors. Very smooth. I know, it is so cute. Let's look at the back. Super cute. Let's see, the back looks like this. Oh my gosh, it's got a bear butt. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, I'm impressed. Very beautiful. There's the front, and there's the back. Cute as heck. This is Inky John's Lord of Chaos. Let me check. Lord of Plagues. Whew, Lord of Plagues. Looking awesome. Really good. I mean, it has come a really far way. Look at, you're almost done with this, aren't you? Looks so good. The coppery patina on the metal looks good. You've got the little chains rusted out. Just the right amount of reds. Looks nice. Good job. It's not too, it's like not too gory. Sometimes people put blood on the weapons and there's just too much, you know, but this is just right. It looks good. I love it. And then this is the Tyrion bust that he's working on. And is that a layer of paint over his face, or did you re-sculpt his face a little bit with some green stuff? Or maybe smooth it out with green stuff? I can't quite tell what you're working on there. Inky John says, I only need to do a bit more. Oh, layer of paint. Ah, gotcha. Okay. You only need to do a bit more on that base, really. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Haha. Yep. He's going to look good, too. All right, what's next? Let's see. Okay. And then we have, I believe this is by Zen for one. Early work in progress blocking colors. Add Pro Acryl Metallic Medium to the last coat on the cyber armor for metallic look. Yeah, let me see that. Let's see. Oh, very cool. That pink is nice. Is this a miniature or is it a garage kit? It looks like a garage kit. And there's another one. Oh, that's very cool. I guess it looks like a miniature. It's just a big one. Maybe it's a big one. All right, let's see. Did I get any more pictures? Okay, hold on a second. I am going to close those down. My eyes are watering because I was yawning. I've been taking antihistamine, which has been working really well, but it makes me drowsy. Okay, let's see what else we have. We've got Pandateca. Pandateca's got the female cloud, and you, oh my gosh, it looks so good already. Wow. And then we've got some Kingdom Death, it looks like, I think. Yep. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, you guys are going to love these last few. I mean, you'll love all of them because they're awesome, but let's look at this. This is Pandateca, and I sent this model to her because she's been doing these kind of anime style models, and I was like, oh, you need to have this model because I am never going to paint it, never going to get around to it. And she is killing it. Look at this face. It looks so good. So this is a female Cloud. So Cloud is from the Final Fantasy saga, and this is like a female, she calls her Claudia. So cute. And this is, let's see, who is this? Aira, is that how I say your name? Aira says, finished this lovely piece yesterday, Kingdom Death Architect Beta. Oh my God, it's amazing. You have to talk about that yellow. Tell us what you did to get that beautiful, intense yellow. Look at the colors. Architect Beta, when did this come out? I don't remember this. So amazing. I remember the Architect. Let me go back. It's a female Architect. That's why I'm used to the male. I think the female is awesome. This must have been a while when this came out. I think this might be one of those rare models. It's fantastic. I love that yellow. Look at that yellow. So if I were to give you any criticism, and I really am, I'm not one to criticize, but you've already done such a huge, amazing job on this. Right over here on this striping, it's a little bit jaggedy on this top line. And my eye is being drawn to it because it's so well done everywhere else. And then I see that and I just like, my eye stays on it. So there's two things you can do. You can either do it everywhere on top line so that it looks like it's purposeful, or you can just go back and try to clean it a little bit so that it's got a little bit of a less jaggediness. Totally my own little bit of criticism, but I really love it. It's really great, Aira Arts. Teeny M model is amazing, so great. Light effect, amazing cloak. Yes, I agree. Beautiful. Super beautiful. Thank you guys for sharing those beautiful whips. I want to see more next week. And we're going to look, yeah. Aira says, thanks. The striping was me practicing freehand. I would use masking tape if I wanted it perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely you should practice. It looks really awesome. I think masking tape, you got to be careful. Maybe like the low tack painter's tape would be better because it won't stick, or a drafting tape. I found that sometimes tape will rip off paint. The yellow is Flash Glitz Yellow over Bright Ivory. What brand of paint is that yellow from? Yellows are really hard to find. Flash Gits Yellow. Oh, that's a Citadel color, right? Gits? I feel like it is. Over Bright Ivory. That's smart to do it over the ivory because yellow is so transparent. So let's see. Let's look for somebody. I'm going to go ahead and do my end credits and everything. Let's see. There we go. We're going to look for somebody to raid. I will be back on Monday, same time. And what am I going to be doing? We're probably going to be doing something completely different because I will be done with Kato this weekend. I'm really hoping. All right, let's see. Let's see if Eeny Minnie's. Let's do, well, Eeny Minnie's, is she doing the bee? Is she done with the bee? I think she might be done with the bee. Yeah, she's done with the bee. Let's do Nalindi. Nalindi is a great painter as well.
We understand the family.
Oopsie. Sorry, guys. Okay. Bear with me 1 second. We'll get ready to punch that raid button. There we go. There she is. Now, Lindy Art. Punch that raid button right now. Join that raid. We'll be back. We'll be back on Monday, 2:30 to 5:30 GMT -6. And if you're watching my YouTube, go ahead and subscribe and like and comment and all that. And I will see you guys again next week. Bye. Have a good weekend.